Hidden Golem Games.
All right. Okay, we're back with another 4-on-4, not a 5-on-5. But it was almost a 5-on-5, but a 4-on-4 Powermack Cube draft. My team, me, LSV, Sven, and Kravchnik. I think that's how you'd say that. Never drafted them before against Vash, Mac, J-Doc, and Paul. All people I've drafted against. All very good. Ajani, Tamio, Duress. Those are the three first picks. I'm going to take Ajani. We're going to do some nonsense with that. I think it's a little stronger than Tamio. Oh, I think Tamio could very easily make it to LSV, who likes to draft blue and artifact shenanigans. And either way, I think that's good. Oh, and now we're going to take Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit's incredibly strong. Do not be passing this card. Like, pass it sometimes, obviously. Don't take Jackrabbit over a Mox. There's no situation where that's correct. Like, ever. But we're gonna take Jackrabbit. Maybe get back Anointed Peacekeeper. Probably not Tundra. Tundra would be amazing. But probably not Tundra. Uh, Flicker Wisp. Urza's Bauble. Walking Ballista. Although I bet if LSV takes Tamio, he'll take Walking Ballista. If Vash took Duress, he'll probably take Archon. And I don't know what Mac will get. But I'm going to just take Jackrabbit, be happy. Two great white guards. Okay, couple thoughts here. There's Nadu. Nadu's great with this start, I think. I've got cards that make tokens and sort of want an early board presence, and then Nadu capitalizes off that wonderfully. There's also Council's Judgment, Voice of Victory, Thraben Inspector, Subtlety, all cards I love. I'm going to take Lotus Petal. We're in the Power Mac Cube. I'm doing some more aggressive stuff. What's my philosophy? Draft the fast mana. A turn one Ajani or a turn one Jackrabbit can just put so much pressure on. Like, and my hope is I get back this Voice of Victory. This card's great. 1/3 that whenever it attacks makes 2 attacks attacking 1/1s at the end of turn, but it also just turns off your opponent's interacting your turn. It's a little mini Teferi. It's not quite as good as Teferi, because Teferi also stops them from casting counters on their turn and stuff, but take those two, complain about nothing, and now just get a Luminarch Aspirant and just have some of the best white 2-drops in the game. Probably don't get back Galvanic Discharge, but maybe get back Pilgrim, Dracosaur, Grief. This deck could go in a bunch of different directions, so I'm just going to take my Luminarch Aspirant, have that as my sort of start there. Ooh. And then here, there's some really solid Azorius 5-drops. 5 Fairy and Fractured Identity are both incredible. That's not really the direction I want to be going with this, though. I don't really like Portable Hole from this spot. Daze is nice. Take Daze and be up for, like, Jeskai shenanigans. Or it's take, like... I think Daze is the best pick for me personally here, so I'm going to take Daze. I really like that style of card. Oh, and I could take Iggy. Iggy's actually a lot worse than, what's it called here? I don't really want to do that. I'm going to take Steam Vents, I think. If it was Noble Hierarch instead of Ignoble, I would probably take that. But I want to play red with Ajani. That's just really good. And I want to play blue with Daze. Those are both just really good cards to want to play. Going in like an Jeskai direction is not something I am upset about at all. This could be a take Woodfall. Woodfall is good. But I'm gonna take City of Traders. We're gonna practice what we preach. It is the worst of like sort of the fast man acceleration. It's a lot worse than Ancient Tomb. Do not get me wrong. It is not always the best. Oh, and now we're gonna take Enduring Innocence. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I like what we're doing here. I like what we're doing. Hero of Bladehold or Zerda. Zerda's fine. There's a lot of good, like, not good. There's a lot of middling green here. Endurance is pretty solid. These lands are decent, and Canker Bloom and Outland Liberator kind of... I think Outland Liberator is a lot better. This card is very main deckable. The reverse side is just great. But I'm going to take Hero of Bladehold here and just be in for aggressive what... Like, I don't need to play Daze. Daze could easily come out. This is the sort of thing where I can just, like, pivot right off that and do something different. Oh, but we're going to take Anointed Peacekeeper here. So, if you're not familiar with Anointed Peacekeeper, it's not as iconic as Flicker Wisp. You've probably seen it around, but if you haven't really thought about it, 3/3 for 3, that's fine on rate. But then it's hand disruption on a 3/3 vigilance body, so it's good in an aggressive matchup where it's just a well-costed body. Love a Voice of Victory here. Thraben Inspector's great, but we're gonna take Voice of Victory and just be so pleased with that. Now I'll probably take Beseiju in case I end up green. Ghostfire Slice. Like it more than Tribal Flames. Salvager. Dress Down in case I run into, like, I actually think Dress Down's better in this deck. Anyway, it's good in this sort of aggressive matchup. We're probably taking 4th here, but I haven't seen the whole pack. And it's also good against combo, and good against like decks with counters and stuff. It's just a very disruptive, aggressive card. We're going to take 4th, hope to get back Mother, Reprieve, or Oust here. Ugin's here. There's also Emberwild. Emberwild's quite good, but that will get taken. It's like the only other red card in the pack, and if someone's playing red, they'll probably take Emberwild here. But going to take 4th. It's incredibly potent. Even just as like a cheap drop, but then as a late game bomb that's just like as like a top pick that wins you the game. It's incredible. Haven't seen a spot where I could take this Ugin. I really want to try it at some point, but I just haven't gotten the right stuff together to put it in my deck. Here, 3 Fairies, great. I'm going to take Scalding Tarn, though, I think, for this Steam event, so that I can pick up another land. Again, I'm not committed to having to play blue. I've drafted basically mono white at the moment. Like, I could just cut the blue and, like, play mono white, splashing 4th. This might be an opportunity to take Othari, honestly, and just run that. But I'm going to take Scalding Tarn. I think it's important to have your mana base work in this kind of deck. There's Lion's Eye. Which means Vash might do something good out of this, because I passed Vash a Auriok Salvager's last pick. Sword of the Meeks here, Scrublands here. Indoraptor, not an Indoraptor deck. It's more of a Jund thing. But I'm going to take Ragavan. There's also Flamehold Grappler if that comes back around. I'm still looking at trying to play Jeskai. There's also Cogwork. People have been really liking that card. And I'm going to take Ancient Tomb here. There's also, in addition to Cogwork, there's the one that puts a whole other pack into the draft. That's the one I want to see tried out. But I don't know. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. I'm going to take Ancient Tomb. Maybe get back Flage. Nothing else I really want back from this pack. But yeah, not Skywalker. I'm going to take Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb's great. And then we'll see what I get past. Yeah, this pack's really unfortunate for me. I'll probably get back. I probably won't get back Flage. I would love to get it back, but I just don't think it's going to happen, given my history. Taiga isn't great here. Doesn't actually do anything with my lands. Adeline's a great Magic the Gathering card. Do I just take that? Do I just take the good white aggressive card? Yeah, let's do it. There's also Oliphant. I do see the Oliphant. That could come back. If it doesn't, though, it's not the end of the world. There's Elite Spellbinder, there's Eagles, there's Aragorn. This is an amazing pack. If I could just take this pack, I mean, there's some stuff I don't really want. I don't really want Expressive. I don't really want Copter in this deck. But I'm going to take Sunbillow Verge, I think. Yeah, I like that. I like that here. And then maybe get back Aragorn or Elite Spellbinder or Eagles or FOMO. FOMO's not really what I'm super interested in. But, oh, now there's Gut over Emperor. Take Gut over the Wandering Emperor. The Wandering Emperor probably doesn't come back. Again, only good white card in the pack. It's a good thing to think about with card like pack assessment is, are there multiple good cards of this color or this theme in the same pack? There are not in this case. But Gut's awesome, especially when you got like a Ajani, when you got Jack Rabbit, Voice of Victory, Adeline. It's just, this card's incredible, especially with the early game I've built. Now it's Path. Giver's an awesome card, Inti's an awesome card, but prioritizing really premium removal when you're very low on it is an important thing. Oust is good, Mother of Runes is crazy. I do kind of want to just take Mother of Runes. They can make a deck like this so good. Sanguine Evangelist is also fine with, like, Gut, and, like, having Adeline in play and stuff. Like, Battlecry does become relevant, but I'm going to take Mother of Runes and be happy. And I'm going to take Othari, and I'm not sure if I'm going to run Othari. I probably will, but it's the sort of thing where if my curve ends up low enough, it's just, it can be a dead draw sometimes. Oh, I'm definitely taking Flamehold Grappler. I think Skyseeker's Chariot sucks. I don't know why we're trying this on the Powermack. I really hate this card. I think it needs to be not put in cube. I think it can be fine occasionally, but it doesn't even fully Pithing Needle the card. If it fully Pithing Needled, I would maybe accept an argument for it. Oh, Flage came back. I don't even know if we'll start that. DRC... DRC's not great in this deck. I will take Goldspan. So yeah, the Skyseeker's Chariot, it's in white, so you need to be playing white to play it. That's fine. It doesn't even fully Pithing Needle something, it just kind of slows it down. Ooh, I will take Exercise. I think my 3-drops are already looking pretty good. And I think I need some options for... Oh, 2 great sideboard cards against, like, artifacts. Exercise can also hit big things, so it's good against Reanimator. Like, this card is just solid. I might main deck it, honestly. It's a little bit up in the air because it's, like, it's not great. Okay, let's get a piece of power in our last pack, please. But yeah, this guy here's Chariot. It's Crew 2. Also, it's not even the Smuggler Copter rate of Crew 1, which makes it a lot worse, too. It's just not as good of a card. Okay, I'll take a Mox Sapphire, passing Baragoyf and Dismember. Those are the next best cards. Then there's like Deluge and Imperial Seal and Cannoneer. People are low on Cannoneer. I think people need to understand the power of the Cannoneer. We'll take that. That encouraged me to play blue a little bit more. Flamehold the Grappler is also a 3-drop over here. Oh, now we take Swords. 1000% we take Swords. I'm really hoping for like a Plateau type land. Or another Tundra. I think we've seen both of those, honestly. But the Shockland versions would be good. Take Swords here, though. That's an incredibly good piece of removal to get. That's super duper valuable. There's Hollowed Fountain. There's Verdant or Hollowed Fountain. I'm going to just take the Hollowed Fountain to turn the Sculling Tarn into white. It's a little unfortunate, but, you know, there's nothing else I really want in this pack besides the fetch. So probably nothing good will come back, but I need the Sculling Tarn to get untapped white. It doesn't even get any white at the moment. But I really want to get white. And now we're looking at 7 lands here, basically. So 17 playables. So we're looking for another, like, 6 playables. So I'm counting the Mox Sapphire as a land, as you should. As you should. Please count your Moxen as lands. Let me get a 4th pick Moxen out of the crazy power pack that J-Doc opened. Nope. Aw, nuts. That's so unlucky. Okay, I could take, like, Savai Triome. I could take Xander's Lounge. Just as another piece of, like... I mean, Savai Triome's definitely better. I'm definitely playing very little blue. I think I am going to play Daze just because it's going to be very unexpected when it comes out. And I've got this, like, blue Mox to cast it too. But, like, I only have 3 islands at the moment. I could play Xander's Lounge, just a red source that is also an island. But I don't really need that at the moment. Let's take just Loran. Yeah, I'll take Loran. I'll have some choices about what I want to play. Descendant Storms. I think this card is an awesome 1-drop. It's super aggressive. It's super great. I'm going to take Prismatic Ending, though. There's also just take Simian Spirit Guide for the fast mana, but that card comes back a lot. I think I might be able to do that, and I think Prismatic Ending to hit Moxen, to hit Birds. It's just a very good removal spell. Another Skull Clamp for my Ajani. Those are Thundering Falls and Sacred Foundry. Oh, Sacred Foundry would be so good here. But there's also Thundering Falls and Seachrome. Also Elspeth. I'll probably get back one of these lands. Yeah, I'm going to take Skull Clamp. I think it's so good in this deck. Let's see. Elspeth gets taken. Elspeth probably gets taken. Thundering Falls probably gets taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might not get back a land, but I'm going to hope that I do. Here's to hoping. Let's see if we can do it. Stern Scolding is really good. Especially in this deck where it can be... I don't want to hold up mana a lot of the time, though. I think it's just take Unexpectedly Absent. Again, premium piece of removal. Does the thing. Gix Probe's also quite good. Do not get me wrong. I don't think I'm playing Flamehold Grappler at this point, to be fully honest with you. Oh, Containment Priest is such a good pickup as a sideboard card. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to play it at this point. 3 mana. Like, I need to double spell with it. Out. I'll take Magda here. Or do I take an Intrepid Adversary? Magda's good with Gut. It's also good if I get that Elspeth back, but I really don't want to be taking Elspeth out of that pack. I'll take Intrepid Adversary. I think that actually has more application in this list. Late run in 6, but I am going to take Cathar. Like, if I go against an artifact deck, I'm just going to be, like, bring in all the artifact hate. Meh. Virtue of Loyalty, I guess. Plays a similar role to Intrepid Adversary in terms of letting me scale. So the reason I like an Intrepid Adversary occasionally is if I'm going up against another aggro deck, it occasionally lets me go over the top. I will take a Survive Triumph now. That feels pretty free. And I will not fight with free. I will need to bring in a couple more cards from my sideboard to sort of round up the deck. I understand this. It's mostly that, like, this is what I want to play, and the other stuff is like, this is definitely playable. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide came back. Sick. This is definitely playable, but it's a little less premium. Okay, none of the lands came back. That's unfortunate. There's an Elspeth. I don't know if I'll play the Elspeth. White was pretty open. Yeah. Maybe I should have taken the red-white land pretty highly, but I don't know. I don't hate this. Well, I will see how this turns out. Build a deck, and I'll go over my deck and my teammates' decks with you in a minute. See you there. Alrighty, so we ended up going down a little on lands, cutting days. There's a discussion about it. I just think it weakens the mana base enough, and everybody else has kind of agreed that it just hurts the deck too much. Not fully cutting the blue splash. Flamehold Grappler is just going to be a little hard to cast occasionally, but it's so good with Path and Swords and Prismatic. I think it's just, you can have such a upside on it, like, it could just go nuts. So, gonna leave that in. Kvevchik drafted a really cool deck. Cutting Mindstone and Nature's Lore and Palantir, and I think Star, and it's gonna bring in Souls, Uro, and Bristly Bill. Has the Lutri in the sideboard. Can bring in Pick Your Poison. Could even bring in Necromancy against, what's it called? Reanimator list, just as Disruption. Like, I think the list has some sick potential, and good amount of initiative. Titania's there, with Flooded Strand, Misty, Strip. Got a Ramanop with the double fetch and the Strip Mine. Some good solid interactive spells with like Balance, Council's Judgment, Skyclave, Reprieve, Portable Hole. Got a Time Walk just sitting there. Sick deck. Sven got Mana Crypt, Mox Ruby, and we were kind of fighting over things like Aragorn, but it has Minsc and Boo, CZ DZ, 5 Fairy, Loot, Bladeline Binding, Force Negate. Like, this deck just rules. Mana Drain. I didn't even see the Mana Drain earlier when I was looking. This list is sick. Like, it's gonna do stuff. Got just a sick burn package in here randomly. Like, that's hilarious to me. And then LSV drafted just, like, blue black, good stuff with an expressive iteration. Dismember, Thoughtseize, Duress, Treasure Cruise, Jace, Subtlety, Hull Breacher, Fairy Mastermind, Mystic Confluence, like has the Echo with the Hull Breacher and with the Narset. Doesn't have another wheel. This deck would have loved like a Time Twister or something, or even a Wheel of Fortune. So, but I think it's really solid. Like, it's got some stuff to sort of play in the early game with, like, the Baleful Strix, Fairy Mastermind, Malcolm, just sort of start getting beats in the sky, and can play a really disruptive game. Missing some 2-mana counters, that's definitely a thing this deck is going to have some issues with, but overall, it's got enough removal, I think, to sort of make up for that. And a top end of, like, Fractured and Mystic and Subtlety definitely helps. So, we'll see how this deck does. We'll see how these decks do. And you'll see my games for real. So I'll catch you in match 1. Alrighty. we have our match one against Vash, who I was passing to and took Tameo. Relevant. It's a turn 2 Adeline or a turn 2 Enduring Innocence. I'm not sure what I'll lead on, but I'm going to keep this hand. I think Ancient Tomb offers us some later game advantages. And with Vash on like Tameo stuff, I mean, it means he definitely has some counter spells, but he passed a lot of good blue. Like he passed that Jace, the 4-mana Jace that I passed to him. Just like passed a lot of stuff that I wouldn't expect for someone who's like super hard on blue. So we might see something a little surprising, or someone who's hard, like he might be hardened to artifacts, which definitely means that I can put some pressure on with like a turn 2 Adeline or a turn 2 Enduring Innocence. Xander's Lounge. That's a good sign for me. I am going to go for the Enduring Innocence here. Yeah, I think the card draw is going to be important enough. And I think that it's decent pressure on its own. So, we'll go for that. There's also the element of you can Adeline into Enduring Innocence and then swing with the Adeline and you still draw. But I just don't think that that's... But I could also... Here's what I'll do. We're on a Luminarch here. Draw. And then we're also going to Ajani here. I know he doesn't have balance. Our team has balance. So I'm not too worried about this. This could easily be a counterspell, but I've already gotten the draw. We'll put it on the Enduring Innocence. We'll attack for 3. Boom. And without being on white, I mean, he's also not played on any white. Oh, 1 blue. Ancestral Recall on himself. Okay. So, definitely got some power over there. I think it's better power than what I have. Although I don't really want Recall. I do think people's tier lists have changed up a little bit in terms of power. People used to put all the Moxen kind of above Recall in Limited, and I think in Draft. I think they've started to realize that it's just so potent in a deck that can actually utilize it. There's that Tameo. And that you should be probably running Recall. Like, it's just the upside potential is so high. Not that you should be running Recall. You should always have been running your power. But that you should be taking it over Moxen a lot of the time. It is better than Moxen in a lot of decks, in a lot of situations. Play this. Do that. Play out the Adeline. Lose the mana. Put a counter on this cat so that I can kill the Tameo if they try to block it. Attacks. Full send. Make a 1/1. Get to draw a card off this. Like, this is just an insanely aggressive... Oh, and we've got a 4th for next turn. Yeah, I think we just win here. Hit for 8. Put them down to 9. Yeah. And this is looking good. It's turn 4. They're at 9 HP. I do not mind that one bit. I can't Prismatic any of the Tameo. Otherwise, I probably would. Flipping the Tameo here would be frustrating. But not that backbreaking by any means. I still kill... Oh, Adeline alone kills them then. Like, they can't afford to spend the mana on flipping Tameo. They need to be able to chump Adeline at the moment. Or kill Adeline somehow. If they went... like, land, crack the clue, and then, like, they flame slashed Adeline or something. Which they could run. But I know they don't have swords or path. Yeah, and I know they don't have... Oh, they might have Oust. I believe they have Oust, but I haven't seen white again still. So... yeah. Alrighty, played a swamp. Let's see what becomes of the swamp. Oh, are these the same? Yeah, Battle for Zendikar. I was talking to someone about Battle for Zendikar the other day with the processor mechanic. There's ingest. I don't know if ingest was the mechanic where when a creature dealt combat damage to a player, you'd exile a top card of their library. And then the processors put cards from exile back into their owner's graveyard. And you got a special effect based on that. And it was a neat little interaction there. I liked it. It's supposed to represent the Eldrazi sort of churning through information, like consuming stuff and then processing, understanding what the makeup of it so they could imitate or do stuff like that. Very similar to like the Tyranids from 40k, which is a really neat thing to do. I know. I don't know what to put in here. I mean, I could put in Loran over Flage. I'm not gonna see a lot of creatures probably, and I'm gonna see artifacts galore, I bet. So, yeah, I'll put in Loran and just be. This deck's super aggressive. It's got all of the best aggressive cards. So, got a turn 1 Ragavan. Turn 2 Ajani, turn 3 Lauren. Sure. Keep this. F6. Yeah. Okay, lead on Restless Vinestalks. Not the scariest thing for me. Scalding Tarn. Go get Steam Vents. Shock them in. Ragavan. Go. Still possible if they don't play anything. Like if they play like an artifact here. Ooh. I mean, since it's Divining Top, it's not good to blow up with Lauren or something because they just tap it and draw, right? But if they play an artifact, I can blow up this turn, hit with Ragavan, and then use the treasure to Loran. Ooh, Wishclaw. I'm definitely going to try and blow that up. That is a hugely problematic card for my life. Let's play out this. Begin combat. Attack. Maybe I exile their Wishclaw target. That'd be funny. I believe that Fastbond is here for some sort of combo with Zernorb Crucible. You may cast. This is not accurate. It should be can be cast. So it's a little bit. Come on, Moto. You're supposed to be the one that gets all the rules right. I'm gonna blow up Wishclaw. I'm way more scared of that than I am of Fastbond. Them taking damage to play out some extra lands does not really scare me here. I guess it scares me if they upheaval or something a little bit, but I've got an Absent. They can hit a Nadu or such. Speak of the Nadu. Yeah, sure. Especially because I get to exile it with Ragavan. Oh, man. What do they reveal? Lightning Greaves. I'm going to eat the Nadu. Oh, life is good. Boop. Eat the Nadu. Cast out Ajani. So their deck went in a direction I did not expect at all. I might actually want to Loran here on their end step. Okay, they sense Divine Top. Yeah, I'm going to Loran on their end step. I have no, like, gas next turn. And getting gas would be good. Be very, very good for me. Next turn I'm swinging in for 7. So lethal in 2 turns. I can clamp the Cat Warrior next turn too to flip a Ajani and then shoot them for a bunch. So I can do even more damage next turn. Basically, they have to deal with my board kind of this turn, or I start winning. Well, I've been winning, or I basically win, right? If the Ajani or the Ragavan does not get disrupted this turn, right? It's just so terrifying next turn when I smack them for a bajillion. And I draw 2 cards off the Skull Clamp. So I actually don't think I'm going to draw with Loran here, because I have this Skull Clamp that's going to start doing stuff. And I'd rather just do that. Okay, we will play City of Traders here. No, we're going to do this post-combat, actually. We're going to attack. Attack with all creatures. Ooh, trick. Okay, nope, we're just spinning top. I'm going to hit for 7. Okay, they're making sure Ragavan doesn't hit anything relevant, which is... They already spun top on their end step. I don't know why we are having to spin it again. I guess in case I drew with Loran or something. Hit them for a bunch here. Oh. What? Okay, we're just choosing to spin top for fun. It's like flicking your cards, but on Moto. I should have a copy of Stop That in my deck. That's a Scryfall search for you. Scryfall, not a sponsor, but I wish. They're awesome. Please continue to use and like Scryfall. We put Currency Converter on top? Okay. Skull Clamp for 1. Clamp the cat. Do the transformy thing. Draw 2. Oh my god. Elspeth. I can't cast Elspeth, though, sadly. That would be incredible. 0. Shoot them for 3. It would be literally lethal there if I could cast Elspeth. I want to clarify. I will cast the currency converter. And then I will pass the turn. And I have nothing to do during their turn. I guess I can currency convert during their turn. I shouldn't say I have nothing to do. That's a lie. Okay, they topped. Do they win here? Do they have a win combo? I believe it. They are at 3 HP. Which, I mean, doesn't hurt much. Like, unless they Doomsday here, but that would still only put them down to 1. I need to get them to 1 HP exactly for Doomsday not to work. Which wasn't really going to happen. The one thing with Doomsday is I do have a Lauren in play, which is relevant. If you think about it, like, you go all the way in with, what's it called? Thoracle. Like, you empty your deck, you play a Thoracle, and then I tap Lauren, we both draw, and you lose with the Thoracle trigger on the stack. So, you need to be a little careful with Lauren in play, or I've lost to someone cracking Jar in response. I just kind of forgot that Jar was there. Ooh, they have Lotus. And they have, what's it called? Auriok Salvagers. They're going to get Auriok Salvagers. Why are we not safe? Okay. Okay, that's fine. We have a draw spell. Memory Jar. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any... I mean, I guess I have removal spells to do this. Yeah, this is not a problem. So I could currency converter here. But that does stop me from being able to Cathar... Oh. Okay. I win. We will do this. And we will take a screenshot. And be happy with our incredibly aggressive deck. Well, I'll see you guys in match 2. I did not expect to win this game. So, see you there. Alright. We are on the play against Mac. I did not see what Mac is playing. I guess I should go check. Oh, Mac is playing blue-black Demonic Consultation. Oh, shit. That's going to be a deck that I have to be scared of. This hand's a little slower than I'd like against that. But also running Tinker? Okay. This is a deck that I'll probably want to bring Dates in against. I do have Cathar Commando. I'll keep this. Turn 1 Mother Runes into turn 2 Cathar Commando. Okay, mulliganing to 6. So I can, like, blow up a Tinker target or something. I'm guessing they have Citadel. And a Mother Runes against this deck to just keep my threats alive. Or even have to, like, be a magnet for a removal spell is pretty good. Okay, yeah. Does have a Mox Emerald, I saw that. We haven't seen any other power, I don't believe. I'm just gonna pass through this and play Cathar Commando on their end step. Okay, I'm actually gonna play Cathar Commando now with them being fully tapped out. Other Runes is up now, so we don't have 6, obviously. I mean, there's not being a black Mox or a blue Mox. Oh, we have both the black and blue Moxes. Ooh, we're griefing. Okay. Is valuable because it means that they can't just win out, like, they can still win out of nowhere, but it means they can't really easily do a turn 2 win with, like, a Thoracle Demonic Consultation. It means these need to get to, like, turn 3. It also does mean that blowing up their Moxen is not super valuable, to be honest with you. Which is kind of a shame, but also kind of good. Like, I mean, it's a weird situation. Okay, this is the problem with keeping this hand. I will hit them for 3 here, and then pass the turn. It does mean if they try to Tinker for Citadel, it's a lot less good. Oh, okay. That's 4 mana. Okay. I'm just going to go to my turn and not worry about that. Oh, swords. That's not ideal as a draw, to be honest. Yeah, definitely need to keep a hand that could put on more pressure than a single Cathar Commando, not gonna lie. And taking a Johnny was quite bad for me. Okay. Need to play out Adeline. They might counter it, but... But, oh well. I don't know if we've seen any counters out of... Oh, we've seen Force of Will. Which is like, you know, one of the best counters. Also has Urza Saga in deck. Yeah, very interesting deck. Okay, hit them for 4 here. They basically die next turn if he doesn't have another play. Okay, does have Vamp Tutor. Yeah, I'm going to lose here. Definitely has Thoracle or Demonic Consultation in hand. So, it's a little bit of a shame, but... This is a matchup that we're pretty low to win. Oh, we're tinkering? Okay. Did we vamp for Tinker? Coveted Jewel. What? I guess we didn't have... Okay. Wild. Displacer Kitten. Okay. That is a good card. Talisman. I mean, I will yield to that. And then... yield to that too. And we should have to hit buttons occasionally. 3. I mean, they can cast out basically their whole deck here. I'm not going to just fully concede because there's a chance... I mean, there's not really a chance they brick. So, I don't know. Especially with Manifold Key now. Like, I've just lost at this point. But at least we get to see them play out a bunch of stuff. We had not previously seen the Kitten Coveted Jewel line. If I had left a mana up, Cathar Commando could have actually prevented this. Oh, man. That's super upsetting. I mean, it's the problem with keeping a 2-lander there. I think I should have mulliganed, probably. In retrospect. Yeah, okay, now they win. I'm good to concede. No, I'm going to still let them just play out more spells to see more of their deck. There's no reason not to just try and get more info for my team. Cool, and Consultation now. Cool. We didn't see Consultation resolve in the match against LSV, so... Yep. Exile your deck. And then uptick that. I will take a screenshot of everything. And then concede. On to sideboarding. Definitely gonna bring in Daze here. Gonna cut Grappler and Flage and Path. I'll leave in Swords. Even those. Gonna bring in Shield Breaker. This is a Sorcery Destroy. Bring in Loran. Bring in Dressed. I mean, have we seen Thoracle? No, we haven't seen Thoracle. So... Oh, wait, I looked at their whole list. I can check. Unless there's one of the cards in hand. But they put out Jace. Yeah, I don't think there's a Thoracle, so Dress Down gets a lot worse. Oh, man, is there anything else I can do? I guess I can bring in, like, an island for this Daze. And cut 1 mountain. I haven't really been low on red sources. Cool, yeah, we'll be good here. I just will mulligan a little more for a disruptive hand. I don't love this. I mean, obviously, I can't cast any of my spells, really. I really don't love that. Definitely keep this. So, disruption versus pressure is the constant struggle of the combo matchup. And I am going to take disruption here. I just don't have anything good to sack to gut with this hand. Gut's quite good, but I have no good sack targets, sack outlets. I am just going to play out Plains and pass. They just played a swamp and casted a spell bomb. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go mountain. Battle display, blow up the spell bomb. I think that just denying resources here is going to be important enough. Okay, and especially when I get to hit. Okay, this is going to be intriguing. End step. Cast out a Cathar Commando. Draw. That. Here's what I want to do. I want to go begin combat, attack, hit for 3. Boom. Blow that up. Blow that up. Hit all the mana sources I can. Because now we have Adeline. Othari's actually kind of good at finishing the day here. Okay, Force of Will. Get that out of hand. Exiling Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Cast out an Embreth Shieldbreaker. It's just a vanilla 2-1. Not great here. We'll land off the top. We're in an okay position. That means they do probably have Thoracle in deck. If I die to a Thoracle, I'll be upset at my Let's do good gameplay and attack, like play our spells after combat when they don't have pre-combat implications. Hero Blade Hold. Okay, put charge counter on. Hero resolves. Pass, pass. Next turn, they're looking at 3, 7, 10 damage. So if I get a land, Athari is lethal. I mean, if they have the Displacer Kit in here, that's unfortunate. Okay, they naturally have that. Cool. Got no Athari. Exile the Coveted Jewel. I mean, they probably have Thoracle here, but I am just gonna make them play this out because I kind of didn't see Thoracle last game, and they exiled Jace, so I guess they can play their whole deck, but we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, this is a very bad matchup for this deck. My creature removal that I holy shit. Okay. Eat the hero. I mean, Ugin's gonna eat my Embreth Shieldbreaker too this turn. What's the plan, though? Okay, gain 3, draw a card. Coveted Jewel. Manifold Key. It's up to 1, so they don't have to start eating their Displacer Kitten. Come on, Wizards. When are we going to start putting cards that don't say up to 1 and just say exile 1? I mean, the new Ugin being in makes me intrigued by whether or not we could try to put Painter combo in. Painter Grindstone combo in. Because it works really well with Ugin. For context, you make their lands... Once you have played Painter, everything becomes a color. That includes lands. And then Ugin can start eating their lands, right? I mean, they've got to have Thoracle here. Tinker. Whoa, what is going on? Portal. I don't know what's happening. Talus. Like, I'm guessing there's just a Thoracle here that I don't know about. Wait, no, we haven't seen. There was a Thoracle going around. None of my teammates have it. He's got to have it, right? Let's see it. Show me the Thoracle. Oh, we're flickering Ugin Eye of the Storms now. What? Okay. Do they have Counterspell here? What is happening? Oh, Snuff Out. Okay. 6 turns is not enough time to kill me with Displacer Kitten. I don't know what the plan is. I guess, oh, reanimate Othari here. Yeah, okay. That is enough time to kill me with Othari. But I still have swords in deck, so I can still kill it with swords. Mother Runes. They've already seen Mother Runes, so I'm not revealing new information. So their plan is just, this is sick. I mean, I kind of like this plan, but... I get back Adeline, and then I'm just sort of dead. Yeah. No, this is cool. It's a cool way for them to win. Bit of a shame. But it makes me very confident they don't have Thoracle, so... Why are we flickering Portal when we can just eat that with Ugin? I guess it's, like, risky to flicker. But you don't want to flicker Coveted Jewel, because then you fucking die. I got a 1. Dash Ragavan. Beginning of combat. Cut down. Why are you... I mean, I guess you've already... No, I didn't know there was a cut down, though. That was in your hand last game. Okay, and we flicker the portal, so the cut down even fizzles. Okay. That is new information. I'm gonna try to get my cards. Oh, no, they can see my cards. Okay, well, let's get into match 3. That was rough, but we were gonna lose that one pretty much regardless of what happened. So, I'll see you there. That was funny as fuck. Okay, we are on the draw in match 3 against Jodoc, who's running a pretty sick Reanimator deck with like Corpse Dance, Animate Dead. I don't know if they have actual factual Reanimate, but just some good cards. And I like this start. I wouldn't keep this in the play, but a turn 2 Jackrabbit with Swords backup and an Unexpectedly Absent coming soon feels decent. We'll see. My opponent needs a second. Looking at this list, yeah. Corpse Dance, Animate Dead, Entomb, Burst Lightning, Gristlebrand, FOMO, Headliner Scarlet, Mana Leak, Bowmasters, IOK, Name Sticker, Collective Brutality, Shielder's Edict of Braid. Yeah, just a pretty kick-ass deck. Freebooter, Mind Collapse. Yeah, that deck can do some things. Oh yeah, Barrowgoyf, Shieldred, Deep Cavern Bats. So overall, a little bit worried about what the deck can do. But I think this hand will get there. I think Swords and Absent are very good options against a Reanimator. It's a little bit more awkward if they Deep Cavern Bats me or something, but it's okay. I'm really hoping to draw a land here. Oh, don't Deep Cavern Bats. Okay, FOMO. FOMO is not a huge problem. Discard Atali. Atali does stink a little bit because it lets them have a chance to hit another thing, which would be very upsetting. So I'm going to play Jackrabbit out, because then I can play Luminarch next turn and swing and get the trigger. I'm hoping for Plains off the top. That's what we're hoping for right now. Plains off the top. Come on, Plains off the top, and they don't have Animate Dead this turn. Or Corpse Dance. Dak Faden. Okay, Dak Faden's acceptable. That's an acceptable thing for them to have. Swamp. Okay. They're flooding a little bit. It's the opposite of the problem I have. Oh, that's a real shame. Luminarch, move to combat, put a counter on Jackrabbit. Attacks. Attack face. Make the 2 1/1s. They block here. Yep. They bounce off. And then pass the turn. I've got a lot of draws here to get to an animate spell, so I'm a little bit worried now. But yeah, I really wish I hit like swords or something. Sorry, not swords. Really trying to hit a land for swords. Yeah, I draw 2 more here. I mean, even a land for like Flage or something would not be the worst. I think I might cut Flage in this matchup, but no, I'm probably not actually. They have a lot of small creatures for a Reanimator deck, so they're almost like a Grixis mid-range deck with Reanimator package. I'd say more than just like a strict Reanimator deck. Yeah, Jackrabbit gets big enough next turn to really start doing some shit. Okay, Corpse Dance is now a lot less scary. That's good. I like seeing that, but Animate Dead is definitely getting slammed here. Yep. Unfortunate. Okay, let's see what they hit off themselves. Barrowgoyf and Gut. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that's super unfortunate. It's massively problematic. We are going to swing with FOMO. So yeah, a white off the top is kind of essential right now. Sack, fear of missing out, maybe? Nope, no sacks. I'll just take the 2. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna lose here now. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I can do is put the counter on the Jackrabbit. Attacks. Swing at them for 3. Make another 3 rabbits, and then whatever they block with, I'll swords. I don't really want to swords Barrowgoyf, but I guess I can if need be. Okay, we will just swords Theatali then. They could very easily have like a 2-mana counter here, like a mana leak. They definitely do. God damn it. Okay, yeah, that's GG. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop to that. Should have kept the hand with more lands. I think I should probably be on another land, but that was a discussion with the team, and the team had I said yes to the team's wishes. Dress down does get better here, honestly. So does Days, and then we cut like a plains for an island. Exercise is pretty good. Lauren does have value here, but I kind of like this. Let's run it. Flamebolt Grappler also maybe could get cut for Loran, but yeah. Hello, Sebastian from the future here. Realizing I have 41 cards in my deck here, the classic Canadian special. That's an error. It was not intentional. Please enjoy the rest of the video. Or even Hero. No, I mean, I'll try to run it. It's another 2-lander. Does have a turn 1 Ragavan, and then Skull Clamp up on 2. It's got Dress Down. It's got Absent. I can't cast Absent or Adeline at the moment, but I like this hand good enough, I think. If they don't have a really good answer for Ragavan, I think that could kind of run away with the game, especially because it could lead to like a turn 2 Adeline or something, right? Then I've got Clamp, start clamping the Adeline tokens, so we'll run this. Again, I don't love keeping a low land count hand yet again, but okay, they mull the 6. Like to pay 2 and Ragavan. Pass the turn. Hopefully they kept a hand that's a little bit slow. I don't think we saw any power out of their deck. Oh, we've seen a removal spell here. Bolt or something. I mean, we have a lot of the burn. Right? Sven has Chain Lightning, Gale, Discharge, Tarfire. He could have Lightning Bolt, I guess. Oh, that's actually really intriguing. I am going to play the Verge. Here. I'm going to attack. Maybe I'm going to attack. We'll see. We'll see if I get to attack. Okay. All right, we're moving to attacks. I'm attacking. Now there's a bolt. No, no bolt. Okay. Exile land off the top of their library. Doesn't super matter here. I am just going to cast out Adeline. It's such a good clock. And with Dress Down and Absent as cards that can come out decently reliably. Okay. I've gotten like Mana Leak represented. No bats or anything, which is pretty good for me. Not sure what the plan is. Like, let's take a look at what I saw of their deck. I mean, I went over most of their deck. They could Mind Collapse here, but that would be super rough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that just happens. That's okay. I'm kind of fine with that. Adeline being a strip mine there is kind of sick for me. Let's see if we hit off Ragavan. Maybe it's a spell I can cast, like an Animate Dead. Oh, that would be pretty sick. It's a Tali. Eating a Tali forever is kind of interesting. I don't dislike that. I could clamp the Ragavan, but it feels like a ton of value right now. I could just cast a hard cast Spirit Guide. I almost think I want to clamp the Ragavan. No, it's so good. I'm just going to cast out Spirit Guide, honestly. No reason not to put another 2 power into play. I don't super need the ramp at the moment. And I've slowed them down a ton. Even like a... Ooh. FOMO. Yeah, I could just unexpectedly absent a FOMO. I'm not mad about that. Skull Clamp the Simian Spirit Guide, hit for 5 next turn. I probably won't do that because I kind of want the mana up for Ragavan itself. Discard an Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay. No black mana for it. White. White. Absent. I don't particularly wanna... No, I want to leave up as much mana as possible. Done. Just put it on top of their library. Hit them for 4. Oh, and then I can cast Tomo here. Okay, cool. This is sick. I really like this plan. I cut my 5 drops, so I'm going to discard this land, actually. Discard land, draw Prismatic Ending, pass the turn. We're currently at 3 types. So if we get a 4th type in bin, like Prismatic Ending, if they put something like in Prismatic Ending, I get an extra combat step with Ragavan. Get to hit them twice with Ragavan. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, this is looking decent. Ooh. Paying Jeskai for... I think it's probably just the white is a random color they made. Yeah. Deck Faden. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll probably Prismatic Ending that. To get an extra FOMO... To activate FOMO. I like that plan, I think. Oh, Mana Leak, Deep Cavern Bats, okay. Yeah. Them having to Mind Collapse the Adeline was really rough for them. To be fair. White, red, blue, pending. Exile that. Turn on Delirium. Untap Ragavan. Get a second Ragavan attack. Boom. Exile Life Death. Go to attack. Swing with Ragavan. Boom. Exile Undercity Sewers. And then Life Death back. We'll Death back Adeline for black. Black. And then pass. It's pretty good. Pretty good turn 5. I mean, yeah, the Ragavan's great. They didn't have an answer for the Ragavan right away, and then they had to answer Adeline instead of answering Ragavan. Don't know if there's any other changes I want to make. Okay, our team's in a very dominant position right now. And winning, we're tied 1-1. Is there any other changes I want? Do I want to bring in Loran over Flamehold? No, I really want to play Flamehold Grappler. That card is sick as hell. I didn't get the mana quite for it. And I haven't had a matchup where I quite need it. Oh shit, I don't have white in this hand. I can't keep this despite the Ancient Tomb Mock Sapphire. Like, if this was white, I could go, like, boom, turn 2, Jack Rabbit for X's 2. Oh, look at this. Which is such a shame. I will keep this and put back Gut. Yeah. The Cathar Commando getting to answer a lot of stuff is good. I just don't think Gut is the... I mean, maybe it should have been Enduring Innocence, but I just don't think Gut is as good here. I think I'll get another white source at some point soon. I've got a Dress Down. I do think Dress Down's a really good answer to Corpse Dance, to like a Tolly, to all that sort of thing. Deep Cavern. Okay. They're going to take the Cathar Commando here, which is correct. I'm hoping to get a removal spell then fairly fast. Funnily enough, Dress Down is kind of a... Oh, that's funny. Dress Down with your own Deep Cavern Bats, like, so they don't get the card back. These are modern ideas. Definitely viable in modern. No. It's also... I don't believe that actually works. Just based on my knowledge of Magic the Gathering. Pass. And then next turn we get to go Adeline. And then the turn after that, Enduring Innocence. Swing with Adeline. Get the Enduring Innocence trigger. Pass through that. See what they do. Oh, missed their third land drop. That's big for me. They might just have a counter waiting here. I could very easily believe this is Mana Leak. Okay, no. That's pretty big. Do not attack with Mother of Runes. I think it's almost never the right idea to attack with Mother of Runes. I think it very often is just you throwing a game away. Oh, Mountain. Okay. So, if they Shieldred's Edict into, like, Mind Collapse right now, that would be a little unfortunate for my life total. It's definitely the right move to swing with the Deep Cavern. You don't want to just block. Yeah, I agree with this. There's not really a situation where you want to block there. It's just not really real. If they discard a card here, I'll probably just hold up Dress Down. They don't. Okay. Ooh, Mock Sapphire makes this a very interesting turn. I am still just going to go play it out. Play out my Moxen. I guess I do actually want a white up. I mean, a blue up more than a red right now. Because if I draw a land here, I can have Dress Down. This could very easily be countered. Okay, it's not. Begin combat. Attack. Oh, removal spell. A shield just gets a lot worse now because I will just throw Enduring Innocence under it to save either of these. Because, of course, the Enduring Innocence sort of ability sticks around as an enchantment, which is pretty great. And Grixis is not known for its enchantment removal, which isn't even that big of a deal if it got removed. That's eating 2 spells. Now I maybe still even draw a card off it. Like, that's a good card. Make them discard 2, draw a card for 3 mana. Playable. If they just added one, like, a colorless pip onto Hymn to Torok and it said draw a card, that card would be insanely busted. Like, ridiculously so. If they have, like, Fire Ice or something and are thinking about tapping down Adeline, if they do, that might be a moment where I consider swing with Mother of Runes. I still don't think I do, but it's a moment where I consider it. Okay, Adeline will attack. I'm hitting for 5 here. I draw a card. Is it a land? It's not a land. Okay. Unfortunate. It is possible Hero of Bladehold is a better play there. Just from a... It could be insane. They're probably going to Entomb here, is my guess. This is my theory. I have a theory. They're going to cast Entomb. And then they're going to cast Corpse Dance. Or Animate Dead. That also could just be totally wrong. Oh, shit. K command. Okay. She's going to get protection from red. You blow up the Mock Sapphire. And then I have 6. Now I'm actually F6 because Mother of Runes is tapped. I have nothing to do. This could be a removal spell on Adeline type moment. Which, you know, would be very good for them. Oh, name sticker. Hoping to hit 6, 7, Atali. Okay. Oh, paying less than that. Nope, it is Atali. See? I know my shit. Okay, I hate when it's 2 cards entered. Okay, Barrowgoyf is terrifying, and Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. It's actually not the worst thing ever. If I'd hit a land... I mean, they would have K-Command blown up the Sapphire anyway. I actually probably would have cast Dress Down on end step then. Just because that's so good. Daze. Oh, Daze actually has some really cool stuff that I can do now. Let's move to combat. Let's attack. With all that jazz. I do think I want to draw here before I make decisions, because I get to draw before blockers. Containment Priest is good in this matchup. So I have some choices. I can either absent the Atali, which kind of also bricks a draw of theirs. And then they trade Barrowgoy for my Adeline, or they just chump with it and gain the life. And they trade the other 2 for my Adeline. Do I... Oh, no, but I can Mother Runes it. Okay, so I'm going to just absent the Atali. Yeah. Brick their draw next turn. Because I doubt they have a way to get to 7 mana again. Let's see what they do here. If they block Adeline with a double Simian, if it with a double red creatures, I give it prot red. If they block with Barrowgoyf, I give it prot black. I believe it's a Barrowgoyf block, and then the 2 1/1s get blocked by the 2/2s. Oh, interesting. We're going to give this protection from black so they don't gain life. Hit them for a bunch. Gain some life myself. Then go to my end step. Pass the turn. They draw a Tali for turn. I have Daze up still. What is this? Abrade. Okay. Yeah, that dies to the Abrade. Cool. Hit me for 1. Now, most of their plays now, I'm not too worried about. Yeah, depending on their stuff, depending on what they do, I'll do some different things. Ooh. Ajani is quite nice. Let's move to combat. Attacks. I'm just going to send with Adeline. They have my Spirit Guide. That's important to remember. I was just thinking about a line that involves Spirit Guide. The line was flashing Containment Priest to trade this with Barrowgoyf. Okay, just blocking that with Barrowgoyf and blocking like that. I do kind of think it's worth it to just flash in Containment Priest here. To kill both these. Boom. Any order. We've got Daze up. We've got Ajani next turn. We also... Oh, shit. I meant to play that land. Well, fuck. Well, shit. That's actually kind of a big deal for later turns. For next turn, it probably won't be too relevant, but it could be still. Shouldn't discount it. Double send. No blocks. They can gain 4 here, and then I can hit them for 4. Like, this is... I'm losing the race currently. Oh, is this fucking... Okay. Yep, Fallen Shinobi dies to Containment Priest. Which I forgot was going to happen. Yeah, my opponent is not pleased. That's really unfortunate for them. That would have been a huge swing in their favor. They gave me back a creature. Oh, that sucks. Sorry. That's super rough for them. And they miss with the Baraglyph too. So, that... I mean, reason it would have been good... I mean, I could also just cast out a shiny last turn. So, like, we both did a pretty big misplay. I will say... Ooh! Flamehold Grappler for nothing. I'll play this out. I'll play a Johnny. Nakato Pariah. We're going to Enduring Innocence draw. Do that. I'm going to attack for 4. Gain 2. I will chump with the cat on their turn. They get to gain a bunch of life. Like, it's still not an easily winnable position for me. Like, it's not like I'm, like, free win. But that was huge. They lost a creature in play. They lost a card in hand. Oh! They returned a Deep Cavern Bat. I was like, they didn't have a Cathar Commander in play, did they? They lost the Deep Cavern Bat. But it's going to have to come back now. This doesn't actually trigger the Enduring Innocence, I'm realizing. I kind of actually just want to have a dress down turn here. And not lose any cards. I do understand I could use this to kill the Baraglyph. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to attack with Baraglyph now. But they would just take the dress down, probably, or not swing with Baraglyph. And I think not losing a card from my hand is important enough here. Okay, it's not a removal spell. Oh, my opponent's just talking about the Fallen Shinobi play. Because I think I've done that same exact thing before, too. So what I could do is I could even Flamehold Grappler Cathar Commando here. Which is pretty awesome. And then we just swing with the Cat Warrior token and flip a Johnny then. So yeah, we'll do that post-combat. We'll attack for 2 here. They're going to let it hit them, probably. It's not. I mean, it might be worth it to gain the 6 here. They might think that's a worth it maneuver. But yeah, no, I think with me me showing that some nonsense is afoot. Flamehold Grappler. It's a little bit of a shame I don't get just like swords or something because that would be so impactful. But Cathar Commando, at least it's putting a shit ton of power into play. Like, I don't think this is bad at all. By any means. And I still have days up. I would even trade... that's a little bit rough that it's a 6-7 now. Off the dress down. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but... I also trade most of my board for it. Okay, yeah. No, they're going to use this as a wall. Which can be quite good. Oh, I'm going to just kill it now, though. Red, blue, the white. That. I'm going to pay 3. And if they have a counterspell here, I can probably just pay for it. And if they've got... They don't have Force Will in this deck. If they had something... like a super expensive, like a Force of Will would be successful, but also the freaking Mystic Confluence, which we have on our team, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an idiot. Move to combat, attack, flange. You block a Cathar. Oh shit! This has got to be a removal spell, right? Non-token creature of my choice. Oh, I can't sack that one. Yeah, I was like, that's a non-token. It will be Enduring Innocence because it comes back. I still maintain the value off that. Oh, shit! Containment Priest! It comes back as an enchantment! What? I thought it would enter as a... That's a crazy interaction I did not know about. Okay, well... this has been the game of, holy shit, Priest is doing nonsense. Hit them for another, like, bajillion here. Yeah, they gain 1. We still have days manually up. They have an Italian hand. So, I know 1 card. Do I know anything else? No, I don't think so. Let's see what we had next, too. Ragavan, Luminarch, okay. Yeah, I mean, that was a cool moment from Flamehold Grappler. It put, for 5 mana, I got 9 power in play. Which was pretty good, and, like, across 3 creatures, and I had the utility off Cathar Commando if need be. I think that takes down the draft for our team, though. So, I'll do a little summary of our deck, and then we'll end from there. So overall, I think it was pretty great. The ability to bring in Daze for more combo-heavy stuff was really solid. I think the Containment Priest... I showed you the value of taking all the white sideboard cards, right? When no one's taking white and I'm just getting all the cards, I can play the most aggressive ones in main deck and then have a very versatile sideboard for artifacts, Reanimator, another aggro deck. Like, you can really sort of go, okay, here's what I need here. I can take out Flage, that's not helpful. I can take out some removal here. I can bring in Disruption. Like, you get to sort of have a sideboard, like a real sideboard, like you're a real deck, right? Simian Spear Guide and Lotus Petal. I don't know if Lotus Petal had any moments there. I don't think I can think of any, but Simian Spear Guide definitely did. Ancient City of Traders definitely did. Like, the non-premium fast mana still had really, really key moments. And I think Ancient Tomb is like a premium piece of fast mana, to be honest with you. Sustained fast mana, even colorless fast mana, is premium. Take Ancient Tomb pretty highly. People pass it a lot, and there are decks where it's not that good, but there are decks where it just excels, and especially when you've got the Initiative in Cube. Like, I didn't even have the Initiative in here, but just when you've got the Initiative in Cube, or you've got plays like Jacked Rabbit, Ajani, Anointed Peacekeeper, Gut, Broadside in your deck, and you can just be like playing out a thing a turn early, double spelling. It's so good. The one deck we lost to was a super crazy combo deck. It's one of the reasons that I wanted to sort of do the Jeskai element of this deck, but everyone around me is drafting blue. It just ended up working out. Because having access to some counter spells can be super great. Card of the week that I want to highlight, not card of the week, card of the video, Containment Priest. It's wild. Look up its interactions, apparently. It's goofy as heck. And a card that I think you should be running in your cube if you aren't, and I'm trying to convince people to put in this cube, Evasive Action. 1 in a blue for a counter spell that they have to pay X, where X is your domain, or the spell is countered. It's Mana Leak in a lot of decks. In some decks, it's way better rated than Mana Leak. Try it out. Triomes are flying around. There's fetches to go get your Triomes. That's the card that I think is the interesting card that I didn't draft and isn't even in the cube. But Containment Priest was sick. This deck was sick. Never got to cast a Voice of Victory. That was a little unfortunate. Would have liked to see that perform. We did get to see Flamehold Grappler do a thing, so that was a little cool. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to do all the algorithmy stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out. Helps me know to keep doing this. If there's anything else you want to see me doing, let me know in the comments below or anywhere else you can reach me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.